Zimbabwe banned lithium exports overnight. Now, its only processing plant says it's full. On February 25, 2026, Zimbabwe's government suddenly banned all exports of raw materials, including lithium concentrate, with no warning and no grace period. This pushed forward a ban that was originally supposed to start in January 2027, almost a year early. The idea was to force lithium companies to process the mineral locally instead of shipping it out raw. But there's a big problem. Zimbabwe currently has only one working lithium processing plant owned by a Chinese company. And even that plant says it has no room to process material from other producers. In short, the government ordered an entire industry to go local before the local processing actually existed. Now, the government didn't ease into this. It hit hard and fast. Trucks already on their way to ports were stopped, and ships that hadn't even left yet were blocked. Officials said the sudden move was needed to stop smuggling and under the table mineral deals. Because of the backlash, the government softened the policy slightly. Instead of a full ban, it introduced a quota system with a 16% export tax, allowing some shipments through, but at a cost. Lithium producers pushed back too, asking the government to delay the final concentrate ban from January 2027 to mid 2027, arguing that building processing plants takes time and that the money they earn from exporting concentrate is what's actually funding the construction of those very plants. This is basically the same tension playing out in DR Congo's copper ban. Force local refining before the power, water, and factories exist to support it. Zimbabwe's core idea isn't wrong. Selling raw lithium for cheap while other countries process it into expensive battery grade material is a bad deal, and over a dozen African countries are pushing back on that pattern too. But timing and planning matter. Cutting off exports without first making sure there's enough electricity, water, and processing capacity doesn't build local industry. It just leaves lithium sitting in warehouses where producers lose the money they need to build new plants. Going forward, any new deadline should be tied to actual proof that processing plants are ready, not just a date picked in a government meeting. And when producers ask for more time, that request deserves a fair hearing as a real infrastructure problem, not dismissed as companies just trying to delay. At the same time, someone needs to keep asking, if Zimbabwe keeps granting extensions, who's actually watching to make sure the processing plants get built at all? Let me know your thoughts in the comments.